Alright guys, welcome back to a new One Piece chapter reaction, as always using my old One Piece chapter reaction video to as a background because I still have my console with me. I've what I've no I've not noticed, but what I've changed since last time is I'm trying to, and this probably won't work. This might take several attempts at trying, but we're gonna stick with this for now. What I've tried to do is change the resolution of my new laptop so that uh, it records the right format. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed. You guys have noticed this too. I knew this as well, that there are two black bars at the top and bottom of the screen, and that's because of the different format, right? The laptop I currently use is a 60 has a 16 to 10 aspect ratio instead of a 16 to 9, which is the standard for like YouTube and for example, and a bunch of other streaming websites, right? Anything that has video streaming has 16:9 aspect ratio, but I'm using 16:10, so I've tried to adjust the screen capture so that it captures it 16:9 so that there are no black bars at top and bottom. I don't know if this worked. It works. We're gonna have to try again next week or 2 weeks from now, actually, because there's going to be a One Piece chapter break next week. If it doesn't work, that's too bad. It's fine. It's not the biggest of deals. It's just a small nitpick, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, we have a new One Piece chapter this week. Well, it actually came out 2 days ago, but I'm recording it now, and I'll upload it today. Why not? So, last chapter was massive, right? Had the community going crazy with theories, with the Harley, right? The drawing by the kids, right, on the wall. I mean, completely, I feel like it completely overshadowed the whole, for many, completely overshadowed the whole Shamrock and Shanks being twin brothers, or like even that mysterious figure that I know a lot of people are thinking is Scopper Gaban, right? Um, so yeah, but Frankie stared at the mural. Holy crap, that two-page panel spread. I've looked at it so much since I read the chapter about a week ago now or something. A little less than a week ago actually. I've looked at it so much, had plenty of my own theories in the meantime. I've also seen what other people have thought. I think most people have agreed with me that the people of the Half Moon are the D clan, stuff like that. A lot of things that people have come eye to eye with to me with, like, oh yeah, we have the same views there, and then some other things that people have their own speculative theories on what really happened and what the drawings really mean. Um, so yeah, but I think most people, if you look at the Harley drawing again with Frankie at the last part of the last chapter, 1138, most people, I think, agree that the boat at the bottom is Noah's Ark. The flying boat is likely Uranus or whatever you wanna pronounce it. And that the visual on the left is showing the ancient kingdom, or maybe even the current ancient kingdom, with Nika, right? Luffy fighting against Emu, who's holding the sun. I think almost everyone agrees with that, and you can see all the different races. The giants, the Sky Islanders, right? The people with the wings, right? Fishmen and the minks and the Tontaras, the samurai, right? They all come together, and even the Kuja tribe, who you could suspect to be Nefertari Lily, right? The Alabasta Kingdom as well. All of them fighting against Emu, which is what I think will be the final war. And this is what I think Oda meant with Marineford will only be child's play compared to the final war. Because if this is what the final war is gonna be like, the final arc of One Piece, this is how we're gonna see it, and it's gonna happen relatively soon. I say soon, but relatively soon. Within the next 10 years, hopefully, we're gonna see this war happen, right? And you can see Emeth there as well, right? And the whales, maybe that's Laboon or whatever. We saw plenty of whales on our way to Fishman Island or on our way out of Fishman Island. So the whales gonna be helping out. Obviously, the Sea Kings with Poseidon, and we're all gonna have this massive war against Emu. So I think most people agree there. The jaw on the right is the one that's a bit more ambiguous from most people, I think, about what's really going on there with the. But one thing that I think we all know by now is that One Piece is a post-apocalyptic world, right? Like this was revealed last time when Vegapunk said, "Oh yeah, the people." This was revealed in the Egghead arc when Vegapunk said, "There, my technology has come. A lot of it has come from analyzing old technology and even some old technology that even Vegapunk can't fully recreate today. So clearly the people of the ancient kingdom, the people of the past had way more advanced technology that Vegapunk is now trying to recreate. Like the Mother Flame was a technology they used to have that they don't have anymore. So I think that's what the buildings, like this civilization on the right, is showing. The industry there is that they had highly advanced technology that we don't have today in the One Piece world, of course. And we also see some form of slavery going on. Some people carrying a star or a sun or some light, maybe the mother flame up to the top, and then the mother flame is growing bigger as they go up. I mean, yeah, we're not. I'm not gonna discuss this hardly anymore now. But it's there, and obviously, I misunderstood Shank's ability last time. I thought that was Shank's devil fruit. Completely misunderstood. The Cerberus devil fruit is the sword that ate the Cerberus devil fruit, kind of like the teapot in Wano, or Funk Feed with with Spandam, or the Lasso or Lasso. I think it was Lasso from Alabasta. He was also a dog that ate like a cannon. No, a cannon that ate a dog devil fruit, right? So inanimate objects eating devil fruit. So this is the case where Shank's sword ate the Cerberus devil fruit, and he went crazy at Loki. So that was my misunderstanding from last chapter. Glad other people corrected me on that. And then lastly, obviously I talked about it briefly a second ago. That's Scopper Gaban, the guy that because we saw it's the same guy was talking with Crocus in that one cover story. So is that Scopper Gaban that we see in page whatever? What I don't remember what page it was. Let me see. I can check for y'all. It's page 11. Page 11 of the chapter. So yeah, but we're excited for page one because that's the cover story as well. We're gonna see what's going on with Fusu, Yamato, Tama. Are they gonna get in a little scuffle, little fight? Of course, Fusu shouldn't stand a chance against Yamato. So Yamato should be capable of keeping Tama safe against Fusu if Fusu finds them. We'll see how that goes though. So this chapter is called Mountain Eater. Let's get to it. And we see Husu again in the cover story. Yep, he's drawing his sword, and then there's two silhouettes on the ground. And the description says Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate, Pilgrimage Volume 25. We captured a rebellious duo. But it doesn't. I guess that could be Yamato on the right, but who's that on the left then? Because Yamato has that little bow on around her waist, so maybe that's her bow sticking out. But I wonder who the rebellious duo could be. But yeah, who's doing his thing? Okay, and the cat, the translation note on the left says cat. That's what it says on the sign. It says neko. That's the kanji for cat in Japanese. Neko. But yeah, okay. So yeah, the guy approaching Luffy and Nami in the castle is that Scopper Gaban. Yeah, I mentioned this. I just wanted to mention that as well. Uh, wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, I don't remember. I know I did mention. I did mention. I was gonna say like I wanted to make sure I recapped everything from last chapter. Okay, all right, let's get to it. So Zoro's talking. We've been looking for this key for a while now. Are we even gonna find it in this huge place before sundown? The guard certainly won't know where it is. If anyone would know the location of the key, says Road, it will be either Chief Jarul or a few of the elders. Oh, the old Sorgram, says Luffy. I wonder if he'd tell us. He would never give it to you. Freeing Loki would be a terrible crime. But that's fine with you then, Road? I guess it's because you're working together with. I mean, you're literally an underling of Luffy's, right? You're working with Luffy, and Haruden certainly will let you have it if you don't help Luffy out, right? Okay. We didn't decide we were going to free Mia either. That's true. That's true. They were only like debating it, right? They were only like discussing it. You're so strict, Zoro, says Luffy. Yeah, I mean, Luffy would free him. Luffy's the kind of guy that would free Loki, to be fair. Luffy frees. We saw Impel down. Luffy's fine with freeing criminals, even if there are criminals. Or like, he's fine liberating people, even if they've done bad things in the past, right? Hey, look over here, says Nami. What's up? Says Luffy. Okay, what is Nami found? Good. Why is Road gulping? Red carpet. Traces of opulence. Could that be the throne room? Huh? And why are you gulping at that? Pardon us. Whoa. Road, there's nobody here. Why are you scared to go in? Jeez, it's all busted up. I guess, I mean, they fought here. I'm guessing they had a huge fight here, no? The scars of battle here are vicious. Even the ceiling's missing. Oh, damn, how crazy. It is the throne room. Hmm? What is that strange mark? Mark? What mark? On the ground. Oh, yeah, that's where Shamrock and Gunko appeared. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're right. It looks like a magic circle out of a book or something. Magic what? So Nami said it looks like a magic circle or a book or something. Magic what? I guess that's Luffy saying that. Um, did Luffy ever see the magic circle or the circle that the Gorosei used when teleporting? Did Luffy or Zoro or Nami ever see that? Because then they should be able to maybe link the dots together. Oh, this might have something to do with the Gorosei. You know what I'm saying? Might have something to do with Celestial Dragons, the Elders, maybe. Maybe they can piece that together. Maybe they don't remember the circle. Maybe they didn't see the circle at all and were confused at how they approach. Because they also the lightning, but maybe they didn't see the circle. It's the thing they use in ritual demon summoning in some country or other. What? They call demons? Beats me. What is such a thing doing in the throne room? It's it's eerie. I feel like I've seen something like this lately, though. Yeah, okay, Luffy does remember seeing it. Okay, he just obviously it's Luffy. He's stupid. He'd forget it. Straw Hat Luffy. Huh? Who's that? A demon? It's obviously not a demon. Who is it? Says Nami. Is it a lost soul from beyond the grave? Come to haunt us? Is it Thriller Bark all over again? Is it Brook? I've been hoping to meet you. Oh, is it the? It's Scopper, isn't it? This is Scopper talking. Scopper was approaching the castle we saw last time. It's gotta be. I mean, if it is Scopper, maybe it's not Scopper, but whoever that guy is, someone who's probably affiliated with one or the Roger Pirates, surely, because he was talking with Crocus, right? Rest, spirit of the dead. Rest, spirit of the dead. Whoa, who is that? Show yourself. Are you a demon summoned to this place? I just knew this castle was haunted. We must flee before the ghost haunts us too, says Road. Wait, don't run, Road. Wait, ooh! That person threw an axe, or someone threw an axe or something. Yeah! Whoa! Okay, that was scary. Hey, Nami's flying off. If only Sanji were here, she'd be saved. Don't drop us! Oh yeah, Road just completely dropped them. He's so scared. He just threw them off. Just completely threw them. Phew! Oh, look at Zoro. Sanji's so jealous right now, bro. Sanji must be so jealous right now. Zoro just catching Nami, bro. Phew, she says as she lands it. And she goes, thanks? Oh, nah. Sanji. Sanji, where you at? Zoro's taking your job. And Zoro does it so nonchalantly, too. He's not, like, having love hearts going crazy over it. He's like, nah, I'll just catch her. Alright. Someone's on the chair. Forgive me, ultra rare Nami. What? I'm gonna smack you right those road. Ah, it's Sir Ya. But why are you here, Sir Ya? So yeah, a lot of people are also thinking that whoever this Sir Ya person, whoever this person is, Sir Ya, is this not Scopper by the way? It looks like Scopper, but it does have white hair or blonde hair or whatever. So I'm not sure because Scopper did have, but the hairstyle is similar. And the glasses that they had, the face, I mean, and he's old. He's got battle scars. Yeah, is that really not Scopper? And then I'm looking at him. He does look like Scopper. And Road knows who Surya is. Yeah, a lot of people also thinking that Surya or whoever this guy could also be the father of Colon. Um, that this is Ripley's human husband, because Ripley mentioned that she had a human husband, right? So so this could be him. So, human, former pirate living in Elbaf, Mr. Ya. Okay, come on, former pirate, come on. It's gotta be Scopper. I mean, come on. I felt some, or at least a member of the Roger Pirates, surely. And he's old too. Like, come on, he's like really age. Come on. I felt some very abnormal hockey coming from the castle earlier. It seems to have left, but now I find you here instead. I've heard the stories about you, Straw Luffy. He claimed that you took care of Kaido. Boy, I'd love to go traveling around Wano again. Yeah, see, he's got the Wano clothes or the Wano hat too, like, and we know he's been to Wano. Come on, huh? Seria? He goes by Mr. Ya in Elbaf. You went by the school, correct? Did you not meet a teacher named Ripley there? He is her husband. Okay. Well, that theory is probably correct. I did not come up with that theory, by the way. Other people came up with that theory, but that theory is correct. Yeah, that is. This is his husband. So this guy is Colon's dad. Okay. Cool. That is correct. Now, is the theory that he's Copper Gaban also correct or not? Because I think so. It looks a lot like him. Well, we can't say for 100% certain yet, because he just goes by Mr. Ya, but surely he's got a different name, right? He's her husband. Oh, so you're the dad of that giant shrimp? Giant shrimp? I guess I am. So you met Colin and Ripley, eh? You took on a lot of giant's blood. He grew up without me being able to hold him in my arms. Yeah, how old is Colin actually? Because you gotta remember, giant. He might be a child as a giant, but like he might easily be like 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? 20 plus years old. So it would explain why, if he's let's say 25 years old, it would explain why Scopper couldn't be with him in his earlier years of life. Basically, why he was still with the Roger Pirates, he still had to settle the matters after Roger's death and stuff. So you met Colin Ripley, eh? My bad. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, he took on a lot of giant's blood. He grew up without me being able to hold him in my arms. Would you believe he's 20? He's 20. See what literally what I said. I would not be surprised if he's at least 20. I literally said that. Bang on. And that's exactly what I mean, because when you're a giant, right? You you're a child for a lot longer. Like puberty for a giant is probably when you're like around 40 years old or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you're 20 years old, but you still look like a child when you're a giant. So me and Colin are like not that far apart age-wise, but I look a lot older than him because I'm human and I have a much shorter lifespan, basically. Obviously, we talked about this 3 chapters ago or whatever, so we don't need to talk about it again. And Ripley's 80. Yeah, sure. She's older than me. Yeah, that's not very surprising. But again, she looks younger than you, and you have a much shorter lifespan. So it's like, relatively, I feel like relatively Ripley's younger than you, if that makes sense. If you account for, it's kind of like accounting for inflation. If you account for lifespan, Ripley's younger than you because Ripley lives for hundreds of years. So she's only 80. She's like not even a third into her life, basically. Whereas you're like 70 or whatever, you're almost done with your life, right? You know what I'm saying? If you count for that type of inflation, like, yeah, Ripley's an adult, you're an adult, but you're basically almost dead. She's got another 200 years to live, at least, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, marrying a giant's not worth it. I get older, they stay the same age. You decided that, bro. That's a good point, says Nami. I'm just surprised to hear that someone's actually done it. You know what we talked about a couple of chapters ago? How did it work out, you know, during conception? I don't want to talk about it again, but Mr. Ya, how did it go? Because she's gigantic. So how did, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you really must have climbed up there. You know what I'm saying? You know, to conceive it, you must have done some tricks, man. But hey, you managed to do it, so there's nothing that can stop two different races from doing it in One Piece. I'm also sure that surely humans and fishmen can also like mix breed That sounded weird, but you know what I'm saying. The question. Oh, my. Mm, what about this, guys? Oh, not humans and Tontara. What about giants and Tontata? Well, we know Big Mom has a Tontaran child, so we know she somehow managed to conceive it at Tontaro. And Big Mom is massive, right? She's basically kind of giant sized, right? My question is, can a giant male conceive with a Tontara female? That's not possible. That's just straight up physically not possible, unless you use like one of those like you'd have to use like a sperm bank kind of thing, you know that, and then that's the only way, right? Like, yeah, because like a tontot is basically the size of not even a finger of a giant, like you like what, a third of a finger, like you know, like the fingertip. That's the size of a tontara compared to a giant. So they should not physically at all be capable of conceiving with each other, right? If it's a tontara female and giant male, if it's tontara male and giant female, that then that's a different. I mean, even then, that's I don't know how Big Mom did it, but she did do it. Big Mom did do it. See, now we're thinking about semantics. I doubt Odo's thinking about it that much, but you know what I'm saying. All right, but I'm just surprised to hear that someone's actually done it. Says Nami. Yeah, someone's done it. This man did it. Love is free, he says. There are many mixed blood races throughout history. Ah, yeah. I mean, hey, I support it. I'm fine with it. You know, both in One Piece and in real life, I have nothing against it, right? I know a lot of people have problems with mixed race marriages and races as well, like children with mixed race. A lot of people have like you know issues with that, right? You know, for example, like or plenty of stories of like black people mixing with Chinese or Japanese or just Asians in general, right? Like that's some people have issues that or black. I know a lot of black people have issues like mixing with white people or white people with Asians or like you know Latinos with black people, whatever it can be, right? A lot of people have some they're considered taboo or kind of like you should not mix. For me, I don't really care, bro. I mean, we're all human at the end of the day. You know, love is free, like this, like Scopper says. I sure if you love the person, you love the person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like all it is an outer skin, outer layer, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We're all humans at the end of the day. Like our outer layer doesn't define who we are. You know what I'm saying? And we can't even choose what we're born as, if that makes sense. It should make sense. Like we can't choose what our outer layer will be from birth. Basically, it's just it's just one of those things where yeah, you get the cards you're dealt at birth, and then you deal with it. You work hard to deal to accomplish your own things in life. And yeah, love is free. I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's because of my perspective. I don't know, but I don't really mind all that much. But yeah, I mean, I get it. This not, and it's not just a racial thing. To some people, it's also like a nationality thing. Like some people will be like, you know, you're French, for example. Don't marry anyone that isn't French, right? It's not even like don't marry non-white people. Don't marry non-French people, basically, right? It'll be for some, it'll be like that, right? Where it's gotta be like a French white person, like specifically if you're from France. Some people have that kind of. I did not mean to drag France under the bus with that example. It could be Norway as well. Like, don't marry anyone that isn't Norwegian, basically. That's also a thing. So it's not always just about race. But I mean, it's always, but there's always gonna be that type of like us versus them or me versus you and kind of thing. So that is not just about the outer, your outer looks. It could also be more of a cultural or a national thing. Um, and lastly, uh, in a lot of countries, you also have these clans within the countries. So it's like even within the countries, you have these clans within the country, and they will also be clashing with each other because it's like, oh, my clan's better than yours, or my clan is better than yours. Kind of like not kind of like mafia families, but you know what I'm saying? It'll be like that, where there's gonna be conflict there, and one way to solve these conflicts, from what I understand, is also to mix mix breed, right? Basically, if a child from one clan marries a child from another clan, right? Or a person from one clan marries a person from another clan, then those clans are kind of like reconcile because okay, we have a mixed breed child here that's both from our clan and your clan. You know what I'm saying? You've got that kind of thing going on. And beyond that, we've also seen this plenty of times with nobility and royal families. Both in Europe but also outside of Europe, I'm sure. But I know most of Europe, where it's like you'll have like a Danish noble marrying a Norwegian noble to kind of like help relations between Denmark and Norway, for example. If that kind of thing happened, or like between Poland and France, and that kind of, you know what I'm saying, Poland and Germany, that kind of thing, right? Where you kind of mix with Poland, but that's more for like an arranged marriage kind of thing. Whereas for me is a bit more iffy because you're doing it because of an arranged marriage to try and help like relations between countries almost basically, rather than the actual two people getting married because they actually love each other, if that makes sense. Then the marriage becomes more of a grander scale important thing where it's like the people getting married. I feel like if you're the noble getting married there, right, you're kind of forced into it, and you're there like, well, I mean, this marriage isn't just about me. This marriage is about my entire country or my entire clan, if it's the clan example, and it's not just me. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I've gone way off the deep end with that. But all right, let's continue reading the chapter. There are mixed blood races throughout history. The Buccaneers, yeah. Bonnie is a mixed breed, isn't she? Julie Bonnie. She's her father's Buccaneer. Her mother is human. The Dosun Dada, the long arms, the long legs, and the Wotans. These blended peoples don't tend to last long, but in every era, there have always been those who are more open minded. Ah, wait a minute. So all those people are mixed breeds? Oh, that makes sense. If buccaneers are just mixed breeds of humans and giants, that could make sense. Because they've got giant like strength, but they're not exactly giants. That's interesting. And yeah, I don't know who the doesn't thought. I don't remember that. But yeah, the long arms and the long legs, that could make sense that they're also mixed breeds. Okay. I don't know who the doesn't thought is though. Ah, says Livy. You seem to know a whole lot. Who are you anyway? I'm the preacher of love, he says. That sounds like what Sanji will be when he's older. Come on, Luffy even going further to point out that this guy's Scopper. Scopper is the Sanji of the Roger Pirates, right? He's the left hand man, just like how Scopper is the left hand man and Radio's the right hand man. Like, Oda's making it clear that this guy is the Sanji, bro. He is Scopper, bro. Anyway, I'm searching for the key to Loki's cuffs. Don't just tell him about it, and he wouldn't know anyway. Too late. Oh, forget I said that. Too late. Ah, Loki, eh? Fascinating. If there's one thing I love, it's other people causing trouble. What? This guy's crazy. That's really tacky. You better not tell anybody about this. Young lady, secrets are born to be spread. No, stop that right now. Do you know what kind of man Loki is? If the worst should happen because of this, what's your plan? I'll beat him up and put the chains back on him. Years ago, a man named Red Haired Shanks captured Loki, but prior to that, no one was ever able to stop him. So it was Shanks that was finally able to capture him. Hmm. If you don't know what kind of powers Loki has, or what damage he might do, hey, wait! Let's look for the key. I think it's gonna be yapping for a while. He's like, alright, let's ignore this guy. Come on now. Wait! You're wasting our time. He's giving us a warning. You should listen to him, says Nami. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, they're just. Huh? He's smiling. Yeah, okay, that's Scopper. Yeah, no, that next panel, come on, it's so obvious. That's Scopper and that's Rayleigh and that's Roger. I mean, come on. I'm sick of all your warnings. Are you afraid? I didn't say that. If you want to stop me, you'll have to do it by force. I'm telling you to be aware of the risks, idiot Roger. That's Scopper, man. But he's got like white hair, I guess it's just because he's old. Which is why I assumed as well when I saw him with white hair last chapter. Hey, Road, go up to the throne and push it. Huh? In the old Pirate King's crew, there were two others who were especially strong, aside from Roger himself. Oh yeah? I'm guessing it's really in someone else? That's right. One time, Roger, the captain, needed to rest and heal, so he and this other fellow went to a hospital in the mountains. Unfortunately, he got surrounded by a bunch of enemy pirates. But this fellow went out on his own and took down hundreds of enemies with just his two axes. Yeah, he fought with axes. By himself, with two axes. But there's more. In the place where he fought, there was only the bald mountainside left behind, with not a single tree standing. Wow. What? That seems a little excessive. Usopp shocked. That's Oimo talking. Man, I miss Oimo. And because of that, he gained the epithet of Mountain Eater. It's a well-known story, says Jinbei. After the first mate, Silver Shreddy, this man was known as the Pirate King's left arm. That's what I'm saying. So it's the Sanji of the Roger Pirates. A hidden room? A treasure chamber? Hey, I love you, Mr. Ya. Treasure, treasure. How did you know about this, Sir Ya? Exploring's my thing. Whoa. Treasure, says Nami. A treasure chest room? They're all empty. Gah! But it was a treasure room. You lied to me! Hey, don't blame me. It's an abandoned castle. The perfect target for burglars. But look! Oh, a key. Here's something no burglar would care to take. Yes! In other words, releasing Loki is something even the wicked dare not do. So, will you still take this key? Huh? What? Yes, he's here. He's been living in Alba for over 20 years. Really? A legendary figure who stood shoulder to shoulder with Roger and Rayleigh, the left arm of the Pirate King. Then take it from me if you can. Scopper Gaban. Heck yeah, alright. So next chapter we're gonna get a little Luffy Scopper action where they fight each other with a key, in which Luffy should win because Scopper's old. And even if he wasn't old, surely Luffy's currently stronger than, or at least just as strong as Scopper in his prime. Okay, so the theories came true. Scopper is both Ripley's husband, Colon's dad, and this Mr. Ya dude who we saw in the cover story with Crocus and who we saw last chapter. All the theories came true. Let's go, boys. We did it, One Piece community. Oda can try to hide it and not make it as obvious as he wants, but we will figure it out eventually. Good job. Although I'll be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and flex and like, oh yeah, I totally figured it out. Because I'm not gonna lie, I only I only predicted up until this guy being Scopper. I did not go as far as to think that this would have been Ripley's husband. That's someone else completely. So But yeah, my fault for that, by the way, and that noise. Um, we're all done with the chapter anyway. I don't think there's much. Don't think there's much else for me to talk about. They found the key. They found the magic circle as well. Although Luffy doesn't remember this has something to do with the Gorosei of last arc. Yeah, this chapter's fairly like predictable overall. I mean, the only real big thing to talk about is is the whole mixed breed thing. I think that's like the biggest thing is we get to see Scopper's personality regarding love and thinking that it's free and it's fine to mix breed. And there's already a lot of mixed breeds, right? He mentioned that the whoever the those in Dot are, we don't know, but the Buccaneers, the Long Arms, the Long Ranks, the Long Legs, and the Wotons, whoever they are, I don't know who they are either. But these are all mixed breeds. Um, but yeah, um, hope you guys enjoyed watching this chapter reaction as much as I enjoyed reading it. Um, Let me look up if Wotons, what Wotons are. Wotons are hybrid species between giants and fishmen. That guy from Long Ring Longland was a Woton. It's a fishman giant. Interesting. Also, isn't Jack also mixed breed? Jack the Drow? Or is he just a fishman? Nah, he's not just a fishman. He's a mixed breed, isn't he? He's part fishman, part something, no? I don't remember if he was a mixed breed or just pure fishman, but we know he was something. um, but okay, well, that's then the Wotons are mixed breeds of giants and fishmen. Good to know. Yeah, we're done here. Um, yeah, chapter was nice. Glad to see Scopper revealed in his old age. Another one of the Roger pirates helping out Luffy in his journeys, right? And yeah, we'll see how the cover story continues next time as well with Husu. And yeah, guys, like I said earlier, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this chapter reaction at least as much as I enjoyed reading the chapter. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time because there's a chapter react next week. All right, y'all. Peace.